I'll be talking about maths. I've learned a lot of maths in high school, but I can't really remember some of the stuff that I learned. Like, there were a lot of stuff that I learned that I think if I'd open up a maths textbook, then I'd have some clear understanding on what I need to learn. There were some things I understood in maths, but then there was still yet a lot of stuff that I needed to learn which I didn't fully understand. For me, maths was one of the courses I found interesting, but then it was a bit challenging too. I know from primary school and the lower levels of education, like before you get into high school, and you start off with basic addition and subtraction, and then you go on to more complicated things like fractions. Like fractions was a struggle for me, but then I managed to understand it a bit. And then when you get into high school and everything, it's more algebra, and algebra gets more advanced. Like you'd start learning about calculus, binomial equations, logarithmic equations. Like these are some stuff that I learned. Like then you have to do some kind of graphs and everything. And you have to master the skill of using calculators in class and keeping up with the formulas and everything. One of my teachers in maths, he would do working out on the blackboard, and it would fill up the whole blackboard. He'd go through everything on the blackboard. He would go from the top all the way to the bottom, and I'd copy down the equation, the whole working out he did. But then I wouldn't understand how he got to a certain part in the equation. Like if he got from this and the one step to another, I'd copy down I'd put in the effort copying down the whole equation, but then I wouldn't understand what I was copying down. And when it came to tests and everything, I just got confused, and I didn't know how to answer. Yeah, so maths is a very, very challenging subject compared to other subjects, I'd have to say. In terms of how to apply maths in the real world, I don't know how maths can be applied to stuff in real world problems, maybe in economics. I was watching the movie about John Nash, and the movie shows how maths can be used as a major influence in modern world economics. I think pilots too have use maths. Like I think they have to calculate how the plane is gonna travel from one place to another. Like they'd have to calculate. I think I remember one of the maths we did in high school. They'd have to calculate how strong the wind is coming. That calculating the force of the wind or something. So if the plane is moving in one direction, you'd have to do some sort of calculation on the wind or something, or how strong the wind was coming, so that would how much energy the wind would generate to push the plane at a certain angle, and then you'd have to calculate the distance and the time to get from one place to another, like if you were flying. There were some good moments in maths, but there's too many stuff that I've learned and I've forgotten because I've just lost interest in it. If I can find some kind of a way to use those maths and use them, then I understand what I'm doing.